Hello and welcome to this special AIM podcast on the upcoming LOUPE Americas event that will be taking place from September 15th through the 17th at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center around the Chicago area. I'm excited to be joined by Tasha Ventimiglia. Hey Tasha, can you please introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about your role with LOUPE?
Hi, thank you for having me. Yes, I'm Tasha Ventimiglia. I'm the Americas Group Director of the Loop events. So mainly that focuses on any Loop event in North America or South America. So I manage Loop Americas, which is formerly Label Expo Americas. And also we have next year, we have a Loop Mexico event. And then any other events that we've done some conferences in South America as well. So those are the events that I manage. Yeah, and I've been last week, it's been my 25th anniversary with the company. So it's been fun to experience Label Expo and now becoming Loop for so many years. Yeah, it's just been a great time over the years. So.
Great. Well, congratulations on all your success there. You had mentioned Loop has evolved from Label Expo into a broader labels, packaging platform. How do you see the event continuing to expand beyond traditional label printing?
Yeah, so we've been looking over quite some time of like what the industry is doing in general and where our attendees, where our converters and our suppliers are moving into. So that is a little background on what caused us to change from the name Label Expo to Loop. Just to explain that a little bit more for some people who aren't quite sure why we made that change. So labels is still and always will be the core of our show. And so that's really what you're going to see at our event. But over the years, we've seen that some of our converters have been diversifying into different products. So our converters have been printing more in flexible packaging, and now we're seeing more folding cartons. And we're talking about more of the flexible packaging that is done on the equipment that you would see at a typical Loop Label Expo event. So the narrow to mid-web equipment. So more pouches, nothing going too wide into flexible packaging. We're talking more shrink pouches. And when we talk about folding carton, we're not talking about corrugated. We're just talking about anything that's done on some inline converting equipment as well. So and that's where we see, yeah, it's just we see some growth. We see that there's more mergers and acquisitions. We see combined companies coming together and offering diversified products. And that's what we're showcasing. So you're going to see a lot of the same equipment, but some of that equipment that normally would just be showcasing label printing is going to be showcasing, in addition, how you can print films and pouches and flexible packaging instead, and same with inline folding carton.
So you just mentioned this a little bit, but what are some of the biggest shifts you're seeing in the industry in terms of the design and how that's affecting the program? So things like automation, sustainability, RFID even, or smart packaging.
Yeah, we're seeing, and we're designing our education program. You'll see a lot of those topics are coming up. Automation is huge now. When I take a look at some of the exhibitor details, our exhibitors are now submitting the more information on what equipment is going to be shown at the show. So when I take some time to read over that, what you're going to see at the show, it's a lot about automation and efficiency and making their equipment easier for the new workforce that, there's workforce challenges like every industry has. And it's just making the equipment run quicker, more efficient, easier, for the operator. So that's a lot of what you'll see. So we have a lot of education on that. We have a lot of education on sustainability. That's always a huge factor in our industry. So you'll see that as on the program as well. We're doing some focusing on workforce issues that are happening. So we've got some content on that. And then we have a couple sessions on inkjet and embellishments, digital inkjet embellishments. How do you make your product stand out? What equipment do you need, for embellishing and finishing your label or package so that it stands out on the shelves. So those are a lot. RFID too. I mean, I can go in. I know that and smart packaging is something you guys are really interested in with your audience. So that's huge. And I can kind of go through some of the things right now that we're doing to focus on smart packaging and RFID. But I would say that's still a lot of our converters, a lot of our audience still needs a lot of education and on RFID and incorporating it into their facilities. Because we know that brands are, it's going to be something, more Walmart's going to, and all the other bigger retailers are obviously going to make it a little bit more mandatory for some of the products that are currently don't have it in it, like the food and beverage industry. So we've got an RFID keynote on the first day. We have lots of sessions on RFID and sustainability. We have a session on GS1 Sunrise 2027 will be a focus. We have a dedicated area of our show floor that is just some smart packaging suppliers. And not just on that dedicated area will you see like solutions to RFID and smart packaging for our visitors, but we also have a lot of our other exhibitors that are showcasing converting equipment or RFID inlays. Um, so I think to make it easier for our visitors to understand everything that we're doing or what to see for RFID and smart packaging, we'll have some helpful things to help visitors plan for the show. So we'll do some newsletters dedicated, to what you're going to see, what exhibitors you should stop at. We'll have an interactive show app that will make it easy for visitors to just, if they want to see more on RFID or smart packaging, they can highlight those stands that will have that technology so they know where to go, and who to visit. So our goal is to just try to make, there's so much product on the show floor and there's so much content. So we want to help you and your visitors when you're planning for the show to make it well organized. So we're working hard on just getting our app ready, our website ready, all of our pre-promotion ready to and organized in a way that helps you plan your visit. So we also have, I want to mention, we have an RFID book. It's part of our Label Academy book series. That'll be launched in August of this year, and we're going to have that available for purchase on the show floor during our show. So that's another exciting thing for us to look forward to and promote when that it gets ready to be pushed out. It'll be available on Amazon as well.
Great. No, that's some really awesome information, and I'll definitely help promote out a lot of that information you just talked about to our membership through the newsletter and through all our social media as well.
Great.
So you had mentioned obviously stuff that would be very interesting to our members, like the RFID, the smart packaging, the rise of 2D. But what are just some possible networking opportunities that you would suggest as well for those who would be attending?
Yeah, we have, we're really focusing a lot on connecting people together this year. So we have a few things. One is the day before the show. So it's more the night of the show when people are coming in for it. We have a little fun run slash walk. It's called Loop to Loop. And it's just, there's a nice little forest preserve behind the convention center. And it's going to start at 5 p.m. And it's just a nice walk stroll. We're going to make it, kind of a fun activity to get people, ready for the show. After that, give some people some time to get back to their hotel and get ready for a opening night party. So we're going to have a band across the convention center. If you have been to the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center, is a really nice entertainment district. And it's just got lots of different restaurants and there's a comedy cafe, there's live music, there's a whole green park area in the middle. We're going to have a band, a really fun band. They played a couple years ago too. So that's going to be around 7:30. So just encouraging people to meet up before the show starts. So that's the night before the show. During the show, some of the networking opportunities we have. is we have a spotlight stage where a lot of suppliers will be presenting their latest technologies too. So it's just a nice, I encourage all the visitors to check out who will be speaking when at the spotlight stage. And you may have some additional topics that's free for anyone to attend. We have on the first night, we have a labels and labeling awards program. Um, that will be great. We'll have some drinks and some food there. On the second day at the spotlight stage, we're going to have a meetup for future leaders, and it's powered by TLMI and FTA. And yeah, it's going to be just they have some fun activities that are going to be planned at that meetup, and it's doesn't have to be someone who's just an emerging leader is what it's who it's for. So even if you've been in the industry for a while, but you're kind of new to, a certain topic, or you just want to connect with some people, this is a great way to connect. We have on the second afternoon as well, we have a women's panel. So we're putting that together, and it's just a women's panel and roundtable. And we'll be talking with different, generations on different topics, very interactive. And it's not just open to women. Anyone's welcome to come and join, but that'll be another way to connect. And we have on the last day of the show, we have a student program. So we're going to have some high school students that are learning about the industry, and we'll have some college students from local colleges that have, printing programs. And the college students will be taking the high school students around. And so we'll have quite a few college students. So I really encourage exhibitors, to make some connections. There's some really, really, really bright students that are going to be walking our show floor and that are going to be looking for opportunities and jobs and have great, great experience. So just encourage exhibitors, and other converters to be in the lookout for those college students because we know workforce is an issue, and it'd be good to connect with some of those students. So yeah, those are I may be forgetting a few, but also it's just after the show. Rosemont's really unique. As I mentioned, that entertainment district, that's right across from the convention center, and it's just got everything. And that's where pretty much the entire show goes every night. So that in itself is like part of the show and part of the networking opportunities. I mean, um, everywhere you go. It's just in a small little community, so everybody's just close. So I always say the show just doesn't end at 5 o'clock, right? Just go across the street and you're going to make some connections you probably didn't at the show. So
Great. No, it's a lot of great information there. And so with over 12,000 attendees and 400 plus exhibitors, where do you see the biggest growth areas potentially in the next 3 to 5 years just for that whole industry?
yeah, gosh, I think like we talked about, I mean, smart packaging, AI, automation is really what everyone seems to be talking about a lot. So I see that being growth, and really also the expansion into, flexible packaging and folding cartons is how, we're seeing our show just growing as well. Um, we're seeing, and the reason why we did it too is to bring in more partnerships with, more associations and more magazines and expand our reach a bit. But it's worked because a lot of our exhibitors who may have had different divisions, with flexible packaging or folding carton are now bringing that into the show. So and they're bringing some products to the show that they maybe wouldn't have considered doing before. So it's helping with kind of the growth of the show. Yeah, and I think the fact that Loop is a global platform always does help us too with just growing the show attendee wise and getting other, attendees from all over the world coming and visiting our show. We have a wide database as we have Loop events in Europe and Mexico and South America and Asia, India. So it's really nice that we always see expansion that way too. Just, if somebody couldn't make it to an event in Europe, they're going to see a lot of the same equipment here in the US. So that's another way that you'll see some growth. But yeah, I think it's an exciting time in the industry. And so a lot of equipment that you're going to see is, like I said, focused on driving efficiency and automation. And we just see that continuing to grow and expand.
Great. And my last question for you, do you have any final thoughts you would like to give AIM members before the show this September?
Yeah, I always just encourage everybody to really plan out the event, prior to coming. Take a look at our website. We're gonna be sending a lot of information on what you're going to see, what you're going to see it, like I said, making it easy for you if you're looking for smart packaging or RFID solutions. Like we want to send some dedicated information on that so you can better plan your event. So, yeah, I just think taking the time, contacting any of us from the team if you have questions about the event or what you'll see so we can help you plan your visit. There's a lot. It's only 3 days and it's once every 2 years. So I just encourage everybody to come check out the show if you haven't been there before. Pre-plan it so you're not missing anyone because there's some, oh, we always have new exhibitors, every show, and there's there's just interesting technology all over the place and you don't want to miss it. So yeah, I just encourage people to pre-plan, take a look at our resources that we have and contact us. If you can always contact me if you have any questions about the show and you're planning and need some help. So I'm happy to do that.
Well, thank you, Tasha, and we'll definitely share your contact information if there are any questions, and we will be on the lookout for more information about the event. We're looking forward to it.
Great. Thank you for having me. Looking forward to seeing you in September.